First, and this is not new for anybody, is security. As I walk around and talk to other states, we're not in great shape, but seems to be the common theme. So that's one. I could talk a little bit more about where we plan on heading. And the good news is, have a lot of support from the new administration in Maine to try to improve our security stance, and really getting to a point where we recognize this is not our stuff. This data is the property of the citizens of Maine. And I would liken this to getting a babysitting gig, right? If you hire me as a babysitter and I come to your house and you say, look, I want my kids in bed by 8, read them an educational book, make sure they eat their vegetables at dinner, and I show up and I give them ice cream for dinner and I keep them up until midnight and all they do is watch TV, you're probably not going to hire me again. So it's the same sort of thing. You're giving me something very valuable and I'm the steward. I'm supposed to take good care of that. So getting away from, it's not a political issue, it shouldn't be a budget fight, it should just be about doing the right thing for the citizens of Maine. So that's probably priority number one for us right now. The second is truly workforce, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. Third, partnerships. One of the primary goals that I was given as I came on the job was relationships between IT and between the agencies is not ideal. So why is it? In the state of Maine, it is a centralized IT operation. 15 years ago, they went through and they took all the IT people out of the agencies, and the agencies still today aren't happy with that. And the question becomes, why are they not happy? And typically, if folks are saying this isn't working, we want to hire our own, there's something that's very important to them that they're not getting from us. So really digging in and trying to find out what is it? What is it that they don't get? And what does a partnership model look like? And if it is purely you tell us what service you need and we'll do a darn good job of delivering exactly what you asked for, that's a step in the right direction, but it doesn't leverage technology for those agencies. If you're saying we have all your IT people, you tell us what you need, there's an absence of strategy. There's no development. Where is an agency going to go tomorrow? They're left on their own to try to make those decisions and then convince IT to do that for them. So strengthening partnerships means how is IT at their table and how is that agency at my table, and there's a voice in both directions and we are arm in arm, and it isn't about purely delivering services. They have a job to serve the citizens and it's our job to make sure they can do that well. So that's the partnership piece. And the last one's data. Probably that's another big priority. It's a priority for everybody. I come from higher ed, and in higher ed, we had a core system. And in that core system, there were other systems that were satellites, right? But we had a base. In state government, there is no core system, and they're all separate. And our governor has some key initiatives. Medicaid expansion is a very big deal for our governor. The opioid crisis in Maine is a very big deal. And when you begin to think about opioids, you say, well, we need to be able to, if we want to pinpoint, we want to move into preventative mode, we need law enforcement data, we need health data, and we need to be able to look across that horizontally and begin to do analysis and make heads or tails of it. So that's one piece of the data and how we analyze that. And we have a lot of work to do, but again, it's about getting out of agency silos and into a model where we're here collectively to serve the people of Maine.